Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. The Home tab is your franchise dashboard. Keep track of your goals, division standings, and information on... Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right staff points when you have to see what some talent trees make you select a path to follow.
Tonight.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And some space here. And all the way down to the 29. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence over the middle, complete. That's Austin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars. LaVisca Chenault. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Say goodbye to Laquan Treadwell. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laquan Treadwell, 75 yards. And the Jaguars, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A handoff here to Ogunbowale. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. To throw is Beathard. And there's Manhurts, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Beathard. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, 38 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right?
So this offense will head back out there, already an excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dare Ogunbowale, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. A run with Ogunbowale. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back to throw Beathard. He'll get this to Ogunbowale out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Here's Beathard to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. C.J. Beathard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hogan Bawale. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's Beathard to throw. It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. And they'll try to run the option here. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over.
Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. And the Jags grab it. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Beathard. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laquan Treadwell ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Beathard. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he's got this down to the 35. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll throw here. Beathard throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They go again with Ogunbowale. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us.
The players on your team quickly upgrade your team at the end of... This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths. Welcome to Weekly. This is how you access the new player health screen.
Tonight, from the Superdome in New Orleans,
a play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Fighting him off. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Broken tackle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, And all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020. And he expects that to continue in 2021.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run here with Robinson. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars drive right. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2nd and 5 now. Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown! Laviska Shenault, 54 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. It's Robinson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tavon Austin there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down. Charles, a look there at the Jaguars draft class for 2021. And no question, this will all be judged by how Trevor Lawrence performs. But Urban Meyer and crew, they were also able to pick up some potential building blocks later on.
And that's part of the grand plan, because when you...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big pickup there on the run. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. So possession's still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away. Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it. I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 2nd and a couple. Beathard, a slant to Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we?
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA.
Today.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. On first down, it's Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. This complete to Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. Fighting his way through contact. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. He's got the first down inside the 10. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dan Arnold, 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 43 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Lawrence. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Dan Arnold ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're...
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He's going to get this to Austin complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tavon Austin there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And on the stop, Damontae Kazee. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Beathard. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laquan Treadwell from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
really
put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. To throw is Beathard. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Here's Beathard to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Beathard looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Dare Ogunbowale, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
This player's development trait is hidden. This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see. Easily see, here are some recommendations to get you started. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
today.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On the run, it's Robinson. Oh, able to avoid him. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Lawrence. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tavon Austin there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there. Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones. We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. Touchdown,
Jacksonville. Tavon Austin. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. He's having a nice... Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tavon Austin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that...
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They go play action now. Lawrence. Jones has it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, 70 yards. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
67 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far. Yeah,
and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, 54 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They start on the ground with Robinson here. A nice little juke. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Lawrence. Caught by Jones. Touchdown! Marvin Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Check. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They run. Robinson. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They run the counter. Robinson might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's got daylight. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats. We're going to give you
a big offensive explosion, help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, it's a victory in the debuts of Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer, two guys whose fortunes will certainly be linked the next few years. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm